They come at night. A woman put leftover food scraps into an aluminum roasting pan in her kitchen. The food started to pile up and splattered. The woman pushed a few gray stray hairs out of her face with the back of her hand. The woman opened the back door to see the house holding the roasting pan. A rush of cold air hit her. She shivered and adjusted the collar on her turtleneck sweater. The woman scanned the dark backyard like she was looking for something. She saw nothing. She walked a few feet out of the house and placed the pan in the yard. She walked back to the door and stepped inside. Hung on a hook next to the door was an aged, tarnished brass hand-called bell. The woman rang the bell. The woman quietly closed the door. The sounds of ravenous beasts tearing at the scraps can be heard just outside the door. Later that night, the woman sat in a wing-back chair in her living room next to a crackling fire. She was reading the Odyssey. She was dressed in a wool sweater and had a light green scarf around her neck. A loud bang at her front door made the woman jump. The woman was not expecting anyone. She was bewildered by the late-night interruption. The woman cautiously reached her front door. A young female voice pleaded from the other side. "Help me! A man is after me. I need help." The woman was hesitant to open the door. "Help me, please." The woman paused. "Please, please, please." The woman was desperate. The woman opened the door. In the dim porch light stood a young woman who looked distraught. "Oh, thank you." "She is relieved." "Someone was after me." "I'm right here." A man stepped into the light. His shaggy, dirty brown hair ended just above his dark, intense eyes. He and the young woman smiled. The man hit the woman in the face with the butt of his Colt .45 handgun. The woman was knocked out. A little while later, the woman woke up with a stinging pain in her head. The woman quickly realized that she was lying on her living room couch. She looks over and sees that the young woman was sitting across from her in her wing-back chair. The young woman smiled and winked at her. "She's awake," she said loud enough for the whole house to hear. "Just keep an eye on her," the man called out from the other room. "Oh, I will." The young woman's bright eyes and black lipstick were on full display. The woman sits up. "Not too quick there, sweetheart." The woman flashed a switchblade. The man entered the room. "I can't find much of anything." "She seems like a helpful person." That young woman looked at the woman. "Aren't you?" The woman just stared at them. "Speak!" the man shouted. The woman said nothing. The man got into the woman's face. He was very impatient. He pressed his gun into her temple. Still, the woman said nothing. The man was frustrated and found himself distracted by the woman's green scarf. He snatched it from around her neck. It revealed a large scar on the woman's neck. The young woman gasped. "You can't speak? We should stop." "I'm not leaving empty-handed," the man said. "Give me something, lady." "He ain't messing around. He hurts people," the young woman said. The woman lowered her shoulders and raised her hands. Then she slowly rose. She waved for them to follow her. "She wants us to follow her," the young woman said. The man was skeptical. "No games, lady." The woman shook her head no. "Go on then. Show us," the young woman said. The woman led them out of the living room and into the kitchen. She started to walk towards the back door. But as she got closer, the man cut her off. "You're not going out that door." The woman lowered her head and shook it no. Then she continued to walk towards the door. "Lady," the man got angry. She started to reach out. "What did I say?" The man pushed the woman down. The woman shook her head no. She pointed past the door to the bell. "The bell?" the woman said. The man looked at the bell and took it off the hook. He walked over to the woman. "You want this thing?" The woman nodded her head yes. "This can't do nothing for you, lady." She nodded her head yes. The man got frustrated. "No, it can't." He rang the bell violently. The woman curled herself into a ball. A few seconds later, the back door exploded open with this tremendous force. It barely missed hitting the woman. A large shadow appeared over the woman as she lay curled on the floor. Heavy breathing was heard. It sniffed the woman. The woman kept her eyes shut. "What the hell is that?" The man was shocked at what he saw. "Dear God!" The woman's eyes were huge. It growled and charged past the woman. Its long nails clicked on the linoleum floor. It attacked the man. He screamed in pain. The young woman screamed in horror. Crunching bone and tearing flesh could be heard. More shadows moved over the woman as the other beasts entered the house. The young woman screamed in terror as she was attacked. The end.